30 years ago, I thought I was going to have a very different day when I woke up. I went jogging with the winners of the Boston Marathon, giving me the illusion, and an illusion it was, that I was somehow pretty fit. And then I got back to the White House and the devastating news. That truck bomb, as you all know better than I, claimed 168 lives. 19 of them were little children in the building's daycare center. I always like to start with that when I talk to people, because a lot of times fanatic will tell you, I'm sorry, this, that, or the other thing had to happen, but you know, there has to be collateral damage sometimes to make a statement. I never have heard anybody say that who had to live with the damage. Most of the people who lost their jobs, their lives, were public servants, as we all know. They got amazing coverage after this happened about what they did every day as a matter of choice, showing up for work, to do business for the American people. They help veterans and farmers and the elderly and disabled. They help to keep our country safe. One of the Secret Service agents, Al Witcher, who lost his life, was a member of my detail. And he left me. And he was very popular and very good at what he did. But he had a family. And he said, you know what, you travel too much. I want to be home more. And Oklahoma City would be a good place to raise my kids. All of us who knew him thought he was going on a much safer journey, which shows you how little any of us can know about what tomorrow will bring. That bombing profoundly shook the country and did more to all of you. But in the end, it brought out the best in America. First responders, doctors, nurses, construction workers from all across America put their own lives on hold and showed up here. My FEMA director, James Lee Witt, would call me daily and just give me, he said, this group showed up, that group showed up. He said, you can't believe it, they're just appearing. And I said, well, your job is to help make sure that the local people make full use of them. And we talked about how thrilling it was. And I still run into people all across this country traveling around who tell me they went to Oklahoma City and how grateful they are after all this time that they had the chance to do it. There were other things. A lot of donations came in. We all remember the drawings of school children that were featured for several years. The cards, the teddy bears, the pennies. Everybody found their way to say something that was humane and supportive. The domestic terrorists who did this awful thing believed that it would spark a nationwide upheaval against the American government. And would eventually destroy our government and our democracy and their way of life. Instead, you gave them, as the mayor said so eloquently, the Oklahoma Standard. You gave them service, honor, and kindness. I know over the last 30 years, you are probably managing your losses better, but I know the pain has never gone away.